This Etsy store has made over $152,000 just selling digital arts online on Etsy. So with everybody talking about AI, right, I felt like it was the right time for me to come to you guys and show you one side hustle that you can actually do on the side. You just need about 10 minutes of your time, right, to do this side hustle, and you're going to use an AI tool which is actually free. So I am going to walk you through the step-by-step process that you could follow to make this amount of money on the side as well. Let's get to the video. So the tool that we're going to use today is called Midjourney, right? If you have not heard about Midjourney, let me kind of like give you a background of what Midjourney does. So Midjourney is a text-to-image AI tool. So basically what it does is you tell Midjourney that I want this in a picture form, and then it kind of like generates that picture form for you, and then you do some edits on the side to make sure that it's coming out perfect like you would want it, and then you send it over to a store where you can actually sell it and then make money. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So if it does not, I am going to walk you through how to set up Midjourney and the process that you need to go through to make sure that you have everything set up to go. Okay, so let's get to it. So first, what you need to do is go to the website midjourney.com. That's what you need to do first. So the next thing that you see on here is you're going to see all this stuff on here, and what I need you to click on first is join the beta, right? It's right at the bottom here. Click on join the beta. So the moment that you click on join the beta, it is going to take you over to the Discord server. So basically that's what it do. So they take you over to the Discord server, and then you join the Discord. Okay, so you continue to Discord, but first you have to have a Discord account. If you do not have a Discord account, it's fairly easy to set up, right? So once you set up your Discord account, and then you go back and you go to midjourney.com and click on join the beta, it is going to take you right onto your Discord account, and it's going to bring you like an interface. So I already have my account set up, so I'm going to go over to my account, and then I'm going to walk you through from there. Okay, so the moment that you get on the Midjourney, the first thing that you're going to see on there is you're going to see all these pop-ups, you know, all these stuff on here. You see a lot of people actually creating, you know, the AI stuff that they need to create on there. You pretty much see a couple of stuff on there, right? But then that's not what I need you to focus on. I'm going to walk you through how you can have your own server on Midjourney, and then walk you through the step-by-step process from there. Okay, so once you're Midjourney, the first thing that I need you to do on here is create your own server, right? And to create your own server on Discord, all you need to do is after you're on the application, you just go to the plus sign. It says add a server, and then you go over to create my own. So once you go over to create my own, just choose one of them. It says for me and my friends. So once you click on for me and my friends, I'm going to name it Albie server, or let's say Albert server, whatever the case is. I already have a server created, so I'm just going to use a server. So after you're done, just click on create. Once you create, it's going to create a server for you. So once you create that server for you, you're going to see that server's icon open up over here. That's what you're going to see over here. I created some of them over here, so you should see that already. So that's basically what you need to do. So once you create your server, you would need to attach Midjourney, have you kind of like your own server on there. The reason why you do that is because you wouldn't want to see all the other messages that people are posting on Midjourney. You want to have your own dedicated server, so as to when you create your images and stuff, it would be kind of like in a centralized place for you, so you don't have to be going back and forth with other people. Okay, so once you're done, come over to where it says jam threads, and then go to imagine. Once you go to imagine, and then you go over to Midjourney bot. Once you're here, just click on Midjourney bot, and then you click on add to server. So once you click on add to server, since I said I already have a server created, all I have to do is just click on the server that I created on here, and then hit continue. Once you hit continue, that's it. You've added it to your server. So now I'm going to go to my server, right? This is my server over here. It is only stuff that I have created on here that you could see on here. Okay, so once you're on here, you are done with the first step. That's it. You're done with the first step. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start creating those digital text to image art. Okay, so we're going to create a text to image art first, but it's a process that you have to follow. Okay, so the first process that you have to follow is once you're on here, the first thing to do is go over to backslash and click on settings. All right, so when you click on backslash settings, it is going to give you a pop-up here. So click on the pop-up that says backslash settings and hit enter. Once you hit enter, it's going to bring you a pop-up, right? Once you see that pop-up, you should have Midjourney version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, and version 5. What I need you to focus on is version 5. So click on version 5, and then just forget about everything else that's here. We'll go over that into more details, okay? So once you click on Midjourney version 5, and then now we're going to create our first image, okay? So let's say if you want to create, let's say a regular random image, okay? The first thing that you need to do is do another backslash and click on imagine. So you click on imagine, it's going to give you a prompt. So once it gives you that prompt, you can click or choose any image that you want to come up with. Okay, so I am going to see, let's say, a bear playing video games. All right, so when I click on bear playing video games, it's literally going to show you an image of a bear or a similar image of a bear playing video games. That's kind of like how I like it, just to be funny. Okay, so next thing that you need to do is just do two dashes here and click on tile. So once you click on tile, that kind of like gives you that option where it tiles everything up for you in that four square that you see here. So let me show you an example. So if you can see here, it gives you 4 different images here. So it tiles it up for you and it makes it look a lot more nicer. That's how I like it to be, okay? So next thing that you need to do is click on enter. Once you click on enter, it's gonna start, it says waiting to start. So it's gonna start and give you everything within about 5 seconds. It's gonna give you that output here. So as you can see here, it took about 2-3 seconds for everything to generate on here. So as you can see, it gave you a bear playing video games. That's literally what I did. So I put in a bear playing video games. If you wanted to look a lot cuter, you could do that by actually doing the same thing again. So what you have to do, remember when I told you that when you go to settings, right? I told you when you go to settings, there's a couple of options that we're going to go over after a while because I just wanted to show you something. So there's an option here that says half quality, base quality, high quality. There's style low, style medium, style high, and style very high. So kind of like the reason why it does that is, so with the style low, it kind of like gives you that regular, you know, style that you want to see. With the style medium, it kind of like starts using the AI to enhance it a little bit. If you go to style high, it kind of like starts editing a little bit more. And when you go to style very high, that's when it actually incorporates a lot of the AI stuff in there to make it come up and give you that oomph that you need on there, okay? So let's go over to a style very high, okay? And then we're gonna do the same thing again. I'm just gonna copy this since I already have it there. So I do imagine and then I paste the same thing here and then I hit enter. So once I hit enter, it's gonna start again and it's gonna start kind of like give me that pop-up that I need. So let's give it a second, about 2-3 seconds, and it's gonna give you that pop-up again. So like you see, that took about 3 seconds for it to upload on here. So as you can see, if we do a comparison side by side, right? So you could see this text image here, as you can see on here. With this one, it looks pretty normal, nothing really crazy happening on there. But then when I put it over to the highest, which is very high, style very high, right? When I clicked on there, it gives you a lot more feel, and the AI kind of like incorporated itself into it a bit more. So as you can see here, you know, with the bear laughing, giving you a lot more better color and better contrast when it comes to these type of images and stuff like that. So normally I would recommend you actually use the style very high, and then you kind of like pick it up and going on and on from there. So you could probably make it, let's say, Niji version 5, MJ test, or MJ test photo, however way you want to play with it. So you could probably play with it to make sure that it's looking very nicer and nicer as you go ahead with it. So it depends on you and how you want to go about it, okay? Next thing is, once you're done creating these images that you want to create, you can create any image at all. So let's create one more. So let me just show you one more that you could probably create. So you do a backslash and you do image, and then you come back here and let's say we type in baby sleeping vintage, right? And I do dash dash and I do tile and I do enter here. So it's gonna start doing everything for me. So give it a second. Like I said, about 3 to 5 seconds is gonna generate everything for you. All right, so it says baby sleeping vintage, right? So as you can see here, when I click on here, it shows you baby sleeping vintage, basically how it looks, kind of like nice. This is something that would look good on a comforter, right? Or probably look good on a baby crib cover, whatever the case is. But I know a lot of you will probably be thinking, you know, how do I save this image? You know, how do I export this image? I'm glad you asked. So I'm going to walk you through how you can go ahead and export this image so you can sell it either on Etsy, Printify, any of those websites out there. So the first thing that you need to do on here is to open in browser. So once you open in browser, it's going to give you this pop-up on here, which looks, you know, pretty nice, a lot better, that type of stuff. And all you have to do is just right click, and you can either save to downloads or save image. So if you save image, it's going to save the same quality that you need it to save in. So it's going to save that same quality for you, and then you can export over to Etsy and, you know, kind of like pick it up from there with Printify and stuff like that. But I'm going to show you other options that you could actually utilize to actually make sure that you're making some money or the bang for your buck with the work that you've done for about 5 minutes. So now let's look into how you can actually monetize these text to image art that you actually created on Midjourney, okay? So remember in the beginning of the video, I was talking about how we're going to utilize Etsy. Yes, that's one of the websites that we're going to use. The second one is Printify, which I know most of you have probably heard of Printify, but if you have not, it is a website where you actually design products and then they ship it out to the customers or clients for you. So basically, we're going to use Printify interconnected with Etsy. That's how we're going to get our products out there. So first, I need you to go to Printify.com. So once you get to Printify.com, all you have to do is whatever picture that you actually designed or image that you actually designed on Midjourney, we're going to transfer everything over to Printify and then do that design there, and it will send everything over to Etsy whenever there's a purchase that's made. So it's kind of like a 2x2 type of thing where you design everything on Midjourney, it gets over to Printify. Once it gets to Printify, Printify interconnects with Etsy, where Etsy creates that post for you on Etsy, and then once there's a purchase that's made, Printify will do that printing and then send it out to the client for you. So let me show you how one of them works. Okay, so once you get on Printify here, as you can see, the interface here says Printify, create your first design, blah blah blah. So with the designs that we created, I love that more on a blanket type of thing. So let's look for a blanket. So when we go over to categories here, design products, right, and I type in blanket. So if I type in blanket and I hit here, so this Sherper fleece blanket, that one, it says $36.57. Okay, so once I click this on here, all you have to do is you just start designing. So start designing on here. You're just gonna pick the picture that you actually designed, that you saved on your desktop. That's what we're gonna use today. So I'm gonna go on here and then hide the steps, and I'm gonna go to my device, and I'm gonna go to pictures, right? When I come to pictures, I'm gonna select one of the pictures that we have here. So once I select the picture here, it's gonna load that picture up for me, and then I'm gonna show you how the end product is gonna look like. All right, so once it comes up here, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on create pattern here. So once I click on create pattern, it's gonna create this pattern for me, and all I'm gonna do from there is I am gonna hit on either high resolution, or I'm gonna do a save product, any other way that I want it to be. Okay, so I'm gonna do, let's say, either horizontal, vertical, however way you want to look, that will look good for you. Okay, so you save products. So once you save the product, it's gonna give you the options on how the product is gonna look. So since it's a blanket, you'd be able to see how the blanket is gonna look at the end. So if somebody purchases that blanket, it's gonna show you literally that's how the blanket will look at the end, which is something, since it's kind of like that fleece is gonna give you that comfort. If you have, let's say, a puppy at home, I feel like this kind of like more like a Friday watching a movie, Netflix and chill type of thing. You can actually have this on there. So now let's tell you the caveat on here. So once you create this product and everything goes through, right, you're gonna sell the products. See, it says here it's selling for $36, right? Retail price is $60. So if you post this on Etsy, you can actually sell this product for, let's say, about 50 bucks. You sell this product for about 50 bucks, and then Printify takes their money out of $36, and then you're gonna print everything out and ship it out to the client for you. So all you have to do is just do the design, post it up on Printify, and then Printify interconnects with Etsy, and then it sends it out for you. So now let me show you that part that I'm talking about. So you see when you come down here, it says connect a store. So when you come down here and you do connect a store, it's gonna give you several options. So you have Etsy, you have Shopify, you have Walmart, however way you want to do it, right? So since we're talking about Etsy, you would do it on Etsy. So first, you would need to create an Etsy account. So if we go to Etsy, since I have an account over here already, all you have to do is just put in your, your demographic information. It creates an account for you. So once you're done creating an account, then you connect that account, because it's gonna ask for the username, password, blah blah blah, all those stuff, and you connect it to Etsy here. So once you connect it to Etsy, it is automatically gonna create that listing for you, and you put that information that you need to put in there, with from Printify to Etsy. And then once that is done, the thing that is going to do is you would just have to advertise your product. So let's say if you're going to use TikTok, or you could probably just leave it there and it's going to blow up by itself, right? So if it does blow up by itself, if clients make a purchase on Etsy.com, Etsy doesn't do anything. All they do is they send that purchase over to Printify. Printify prints that product, and then it goes over to the client. So all you do is you relax, you chill, and then you make your money. It's as simple as that. So it's kind of like a simple process that you make on here with 3 products. So I'm going to go over that again. So you're going to use Midjourney, right? And then right after Midjourney, you're going to use Printify. And from Printify, the end product that you're going to use is Etsy, because Etsy is going to list the product for you. And right after the listing, then it's going to have it printed out by Printify, and they send it out for you. So you can actually put these products on mugs, jackets, t-shirts, or anything of that sort. Now, let me give you a disclaimer on here. Most of the side hustles that I talk about, it takes some work. Guys, I'm not a magician. It takes some work. So if you do put in the work, you're gonna make the money out of it, right? Every single person that's making money doing some side hustle, it takes work. I do hope that I gave you some great gems today. If you have any questions with this, or if you want me to go in depth onto how to set up your Etsy account, or how to set up your Printify account with the designs, anything of that sort, please leave it in the comment section. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Till I see you again, guys, stay blessed, be blessed, and God bless. Peace.